The Hangman in reverse. You're tired of feeling stuck and not knowing what to do with the Hangman in reverse. You want to come out of stagnation. The High Priestess. You're trying to tune into your intuition. You're trying to figure out secrets sometimes, or things hidden. You're trying to figure things out, of maybe how to get out of stagnation. What is crossing you? Strength. Knowing what the next move to make to go forward in life with the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is about, energy. So this will be your concern for the next 7 to 10 days. You may be worried about health. You may be worried about work. You may be worried about whether you keep going on with the situation in your life. And I'm going to clarify. Once I finish the full Celtic cross, I do clarify. And it gives us a lot more information. Plus, I will be giving you a love reading, okay? A mini love reading. What's crowning you, or the goal, and I think it's what's crowning most people at this time, is the Six of Pentacles. You may be feeling like you're going to lose out on some finances. You may feel like you're not going to gain success for whatever's going on around you that's interrupting your life in some way. The Foundation is trying to come out of failed situation. Failure. You may actually be starting to attempt to come out of failure. So what's crossing you, it could be that could be regaining strength. We'll find out. In the past, maybe dealing with contracts that were broken, or things that were supposed to be solid in society kind of went amok. Could it have to do with ex-marriage partners? All these things. Near future, you could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or sending messages of the emotional nature to somebody, or you'll be receiving them. Possible future outcome and advice from the universe. It shows here the Prince of Dis in reverse. This could be your energy, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. It could be the universe saying, watch how you respond to messages, or try to get yourself on an even keel, not to worry so much. That could be it also. I got to clarify. What is coming towards you is a victory, okay? There's a victory coming. In all these readings I've been given in March, it seems like it starts off kind of, yuck and slow, and then it vibes up. So what you got coming towards you is a Jupiter card, a victory, okay? Your hopes and fears, you're afraid that you won't be able to manifest what you're wanting with the Magician in reverse. It also could be that you're afraid of dealing with manipulative people. In the end, the Princess of Swords, that could be also messages again, but of a quick nature, straight to the point. It also, for some of you, you could be dealing with Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Now, let me go back to this deck, and I do meditate on these cards long before I turn on the video for each and every sign, because I want to put that energy into as much as possible. And I wanted to look at, let's go back to the beginning, okay? The High Priestess with the Strength card. I need 2 cards to find out more. What is going on with Virgo? Are they gaining strength? Are they losing strength? We need 2 cards, please. You are concerned about something. Princess of Dis, there you are, okay? You're afraid your ships aren't coming in, but in the next 7 to 10 days, I think you're going to regain strength, because I do see victories coming in and messages and stuff. I see the universe telling you don't worry so much. Don't keep your, equilibrium going. I see here that you're trying to tune into that, and you may very well do so. Just don't be real negative, because that's what I feel that Virgo is feeling, like something is negative in their lives. What's crowning you, or the goal, is money situations. You're afraid you won't get success. It's over and over your head. You're thinking everything you try just is not going to work out. But this is just what's crowning you. This is what you're thinking. This is what you feel. It's hovering over your head, hovering over your head. So I need 2 cards for the Six of Pentacles in reverse, please, for Virgo. 2 cards, please. Yeah, it's all about you. You're afraid you're going to lose finances. That's what you're thinking. And there's the Hangman. Maybe your finance came to an abrupt halt or is on hold right now. It also could be for some of you, you may be putting a halt to some finances and saving, And the Foundation is the Seven of Pentacles. You're trying to come out of a failed situation or not having enough. You don't want to not have enough. That's what it is. So the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I need 2 cards, please, for Virgo. Yeah, no final decision. You haven't made a final decision on something. It has to do with partnerships or love. or both. Because the Two of Cups can be like a partnership that you invested your emotions into, you know? It could be love, like I said, or something that, you know, like a job you love or a situation in life you love. But you haven't made a final decision on this yet. Everything is on hold for right now. I do see a victory coming your way, so don't get too upset. In the past, you may have had a problem with the Prince of Cups. It's in here, in the future, in the upright, but in the past, it's in reverse. So you may have messages that you didn't like in the past of situations, like I said, that did not work out, whether it be an ex, society, a job, contracts, what you thought was etched in stone. Okay, let me get another card for that. The Hierophant, the Prince of Cups, both in reverse. I need another card, please. Yeah, and you want to come out of heartbreak and sorrow in the past. You suffered a little bit of heartbreak. You did. Now, in the near future, you could be dealing with this Prince of Cups, but they'll be in the upright. It could be, like I said, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or messages that are more in tune with what you're wanting to hear. So the Prince of Cups in the upright, I need 2 cards for Virgo in the near future. 2 cards. Queen of Swords. Yeah, someone's going to unblock somebody. Somebody's going to unblock. For some of you, you'll be dealing with an air sign, possibly a very wise, intelligent, attractive air sign also. Or they could have both of this in their chart. They have both of these type of energies in their chart. We all have, like, you know, the sun, moon, and rising. But it also could be that this person is just, you know, very intelligent, and they usually give good advice. Or you could even be taking on this energy, believe it or not. It does not have to be an air or water sign. I know everybody thinks that, but it's not so. Sometimes that energy they're giving off, emotional, straight to the point messages, you know, from someone who is very intelligent. They may unblock you, or you may unblock them, or both of you may unblock each other from life. Maybe you stop talking. Maybe you're seeing things for how they are. Maybe you're having peace in your life now. But it's someone who's putting down their swords, more or less, you know. Possible future outcome, advice from the universe is a Prince of Discs. That could be your energy, you know, or like I said, messages, but I need 2 cards to know for sure what it means. 2 cards, please, for Virgo. The Emperor's in reverse, and the Magician. Yeah, it's saying if don't pay attention, because what I see is a Magician here in reverse, and I see it here in reverse. You're afraid that you won't be able to manifest anything. You think growth won't come. And the Prince of Discs could be very much you, and it's the universe giving you advice. You need to release that from you, because when you worry and just think about things all the time like this, sometimes it becomes a reality. So you release that and realize that, yes, peace is coming. You may come out of a foul situation, or that's what you're attempting, and a victory is coming towards you. Now let's find out what this victory is about. What are you getting a victory from? 6 of Wands in the upright. 2 cards, please, for Virgo. Yeah, you got a victory coming. That's the night. This is your energy with money. Okay, so yeah, if with money and overall stability is what the 10 of Pentacles is. Overall stability, what you're aiming for, what you're asking about in these readings, what you're concerned about. You're going to get a victory when it comes to the 10 of Pentacles type energy. Sometimes it's really good money. Sometimes it's overall stability of what you're trying to go for, whether it be a relationship or a position you're going into, all kind of things, you know, like your career. Now, your hopes and fears, I told you what that's about. It's a Magician in reverse. You're afraid you won't be able to manifest something. I need 2 cards, please, for the Magician in reverse. 2 cards for Virgo. You're worried. That's a worry card. I've been saying you're worrying. I know. And you're afraid of the change that is coming with the 2 of Pentacles. You may also be afraid you won't be able to keep up. But remember what I said about that. Don't make your fears become reality. Make your positive, you know, make this become your reality. Concentrate on this right here, okay? So the Princess of Swords is at the very end, and it's in the upright. I need 2 cards. Ooh, it wants to pop out. More balance coming in with Temperance. That's the art card, with messages or dealing with people or trying to send messages yourself or get by in life or go forward in life. So the Princess of Swords, the art card also known as Temperance. I need 1 more card, please, and then I'll give you a mini love reading, because this could be both in this one. I need another card, please, for Virgo. Yeah, you're going to have some celebrations, okay? Don't worry. It starts off kind of yuck and you're worried. Yeah, you're coming out of defeat, you know. That's what you're trying to do anyway. You're trying to come out of defeat in the very end. It looks like you do by your end cards and what's coming in. Don't worry about this stuff. I know something got under your skin. You're thinking things aren't moving forward, but they are, okay? They will move forward. Now, let me give you a love reading. Let me clean this up. I'll be right back. Okay, Virgo, this is your love reading for mid-March, even though I don't think a lot of people, that's trying to come out, but I didn't really call it, okay? It says look for a sign and ask help from others, just so you know if you want to know what they are. But I need a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I gotta look at it in a minute. Let me put out 3. There's a no answer to something. We'll find out what that is. Big happy changes are coming. They are saying yes, okay. What was this card? It's trying to pop out. Did I get it in time? Unlikely, okay? But it didn't really pop out. It may try to pop out, but it's unlikely. Okay, that was in the beginning. So, no unlikely. Whatever question you were asking for, I don't think it's about relationships, to be honest with you, but it may be. But it also, I see a lot of worrying. So if you're going to keep up with worrying and thinking you're defeated or whatever, it won't happen. Your situation won't happen for you. You won't get what you're wanting. But realize if you let that go, because I do feel like a lot of Virgos are holding themselves back by the negative attitude. And yes, that can seep into your life. So you got to start thinking positive because big happy changes are coming and you will get your yes from the universe. But it's not going to happen unless, it's not going to happen unless you let something go. Okay, I felt that immediately when I saw the no card and realized at the end you have abundance. But let me go and get this Psychic Tarot and we'll find out what they have to say about your love life in March. Sometimes these cards, they do pop out in a weird way. Yeah, you suffer from heartache and loss. That's that 3 of Swords type energy. Remember I said that? It's kind of dark. I got to turn this up, lighting up. You were suffering in the past, right? You're thinking about heartache. You're thinking about loss. And I told you what that's about. You got to let that go so you can let these changes come in. Triumph and success. Can you see it? This lighting is terrible. I got to change it. Triumph and success is coming with the big happy changes. Can you see it? Drank too much coffee, that's for sure. I've been drinking coffee. I have to wake up. Yeah, yes, you are going to get what you're wanting, but for some reason, you're still suffering in silence. I saw that hangman. Let that suffering go, okay? Spiritual strength is to be had. That's like that 9 of Wands I was telling you about, strength. So regain your strength. If it's going by that last reading, you should regain strength more, feel better about your situation. 7 to 10 days, it'll start then. Okay, it doesn't end there. You don't want your success to end there. You want it to start there. So yeah, wisdom. Use wisdom and knowledge to get what you're wanting. Go deep within. Spiritual strength. Ask your angels. Right here are angel cards. Ask your angels to help you because you're still kind of suffering a little bit. But if you don't let stuff go, you won't enjoy your success. You won't enjoy love again because you're still in the past hurting over somebody else when the universe is trying to bring in good things, and it will. Okay. You're getting success, and you're going to get what you're wanting. This is like the Ace of Swords, I believe. Is it not? Is it not? These are hard to tell, but you had that, you had that lot of swords energy in there where there's a lot of vigor where you can go forward in the last reading. So it's up to you what you decide to do with it. I hope you move forward and become more positive and realize that you are going to get a victory and success coming towards you. You just got to let it happen. And that is your reading, Virgo. I'm going to let this go and I'll talk to you later. Bye.